Hello Internet, I am Janok, and I'm going to run through my raid runs. I did my raid runs on my second account already, and so I'm going to run through on this account. I have a slight difference to how I've been doing it, which I think is going to make it easier. At least it did on the alt account. So we're going to start off with the Grand Moff Tarkin Scorch run. I have to remod Grand Moff Tarkin for speed and damage. On this count, it bumps him to 308 and 13.3, almost 13.4k damage. Anything over 12,500 or so special damage is going to be enough. More is better, but about 12.5k is enough to be able to wipe out consistently the entire team with one Make It Rain ability. So you're going to want to target Appo and do a basic. And then your ability blocks, all you can do is a basic. You do a second basic, and then you switch targets over to Fox. Okay, now you do your mind buff, and Make It Rain will kill them all off. I do the flag here, basic, and you want to taunt, and then you do a basic again. Doing that makes it so that when you go into the next wave, you have Scorch taunting, so they will focus him instead of being able to do damage to Grand Moff Tarkin. And Grand Moff Tarkin's just going to do the mind buff, and then he's going to do the Make It Rain and kill them all. You just do a basic, and another basic. And then Grand Moff Tarkin's going to shake hands, but you can see that Scorch is at high turn meter, so he's going to get a turn very soon, and he can start doing his taunt again, which again is going to prevent Moff Tarkin from getting damage. And when it's Moff Tarkin's turn, you just do the mind buff and Make It Rain to kill them all. And you get your easy 3.6 million. Definitely the best team for this raid. I hope the next raid has a team that's as easy and consistent. All right, we're going to do our Dark Side clone team next. So we need to remod everyone. Let's see, Appo gets potency mods and some speed. Disguised Clone Trooper. I think he mainly gets damage and speed. Yeah, speed stays about the same, but definitely more damage. And CX-2, you actually want him to hit very weakly. You actually want to make him do as little damage as possible. And he needs to be super fast. Reason why you want to do less damage is because he's attacking Appo, and once Appo gets into the red health, that's essentially when the end of Wave 1 will be. So the less damage you do, the longer you can draw out Wave 1. So CX-2 is always going to basic on Appo. You got a little RNG here at the beginning. You need to go right to see if you can start. So we're going to do the middle ability on a Nightfall Trooper. We need Stun to land and Disguised Clone Trooper to assist, which both happened. So then you'll basic on the other one and do your special, and you need Disguised Clone Trooper to assist again, which he did. So those are the three things you need to have happen in order to start your run. If the first stun doesn't land, or if CX-2 assists instead of Disguised Clone Trooper, then you just restart. But that didn't happen, so CX-2 continues to basic on Appo. Your Appo will basic on Fox. You're going to target with your Disguised Clone Trooper the Nightfall Trooper that doesn't currently have Order 66, and you'll basic him to give him Order 66. Nightfall Trooper is going to target Fox and basic. Your CX-2 will go always basic on Appo. Your Appo will target their Fox and basic. You'll pick one of the Nightfall Troopers to kill with a basic. Your CX-2 basics on Appo. And you move over to Fox and basic with your Nightfall Trooper. And you're going to basic on Appo. So now that Fox is dead, the next time either Appo or Nightfall Trooper takes their turn, you're going to use the flag, which is now. Your Disguised Clone Trooper will do a basic to kill off the last Nightfall Trooper. Your CX-2 is always going to basic on Appo. And you'll basic on one of the Disguised Clone Troopers, and that should call assist and kill him. Your Appo, or your CX-2 is going to basic on Appo, like always. And you'll basic on the other Disguised Clone Trooper, that should kill him. So now everyone basics on Lord Vader except for your CX-2 continues to basic on Appo until Appo is in the red. So basic on Vader, and move to Appo and basic on him. Back to Vader, basic. Back to Appo and basic. Back to Vader, basic. Stay on Vader, basic. Back to Appo, basic. Appo's now in the red, where this is the last turn. All 4 of your guys have full turn meters, so the first 3 guys will basic on Lord Vader. The 4th one will basic on Appo to kill him. So this is 1 basic, 2 basics, 3 basics. Now you target Appo and you basic to kill him, and you shake hands with CX-2. If everything has been happening right, then CX-2 is always the one who shakes hand. Now you want to target the Nightfall Trooper that has more turn meter. It looks like this guy on the right has marginally more, and you do the middle special. Okay, normally that kills him, so we aren't in a normal run right now, but most of the time you can still win, so I'm going to target the other one and throw my grenade there, and then do a base to kill him off. I'm going to bring this out, so I'm going to basic here, get 1 stack. Looks like Nightfall does have defense penetration, so if I basic here, I'm going to get an assist, so that should take us to 3. I'm going to do Subdued here to skip his turn, and then we'll do a basic here to get up to 4 stacks, and then CX-2 will shake hands, which is how you want to end the wave. Alright, so we will target whoever has more turn meter, which I think we'll just go ahead and target this guy. Oh, wow, that was really nice. And then we'll just basic and kill him off. Get to our 4 stacks, shake our hands, and get another 3.6 million run. Always nice to get that one and done. There's some RNG at the beginning, and sometimes it can take I don't know, 5 or 10 retries to get everything so it lines up. Get those, but it's always nice when the RNG is in your favor. So this is our Jedi Master Mace team, and again we've got a remod. Remodding him for damage and speed. And Depa is essentially the same thing, damage and speed. I think, if I remember right, I think the target on both of them is about around 12k damage, so she's just under 12k. And let's see, Jedi Master Mace is 12.5. And then we need to remod Temple Guard. Just going to make him tanky and fast. And you need him pretty fast so that he can get out in front and get the flag before the other team can take a turn. All right. So we'll start off by targeting Fox, do the third ability, and then do the third ability again, and that should kill Fox off. Now I like to do the second ability here, get some damage going on him. And then he does the flag. And it is awfully tempting. No, if we don't do the flag, they're going to get too many attacks and they'll end up killing a Jedi, so we have to do the flag here. Alright, let's do a basic. That'll be enough to kill him. Oh, they killed off Depa. I didn't even notice they did that. Yeah, that's going to be grounds for a restart. Can't have Depa dying off. Alright, third ability. Third ability. Kills him off. Oh. Yeah, we're going to restart that. Somehow he missed a whole chunk of damage there. He should be dead after that attack. Trash again. Third ability. And third ability. This fight actually doesn't normally have a whole lot of RNG in it. It normally runs pretty smooth. Not sure why it's being temperamental. Maybe to offset the good RNG we had from the Dark Side clone run. So third ability. And then third ability. There we go. That's what normally happens. And now my buddy does the flag here. But I'm gonna stick with the way I've been running it. So that's what normally happens. And then we have to do the flag here. Oh, and he is really on razor's edge. So do his middle ability and have her kill off the other one. Gonna stealth Mace just to try and make sure he doesn't die, and to make sure that there's a taunt going on Temple Guard there. Temple Guard can kill off that one on the right. Well, actually, Temple Guard can kill either of them off now. All right. And Jedi Master Mace is getting better with each hit, although they do not have taunt anymore, so hopefully, I think Temple Guard's going to get a turn quickly. Yes, he does, and so I'm going to re-stealth Jedi Master Mace. Oh, they killed him off. I think we can still win this, but I'm not positive. We're going to try it. I actually do not want to target either one of them because they're going to get too many. Let's see. Yeah, this is not going as smoothly as I'd like. He should kill him. Okay. I'm going to do subdued. think we're going to kill them, and I really don't want that counterattack. But need to get some damage in there. Basic should be enough to kill him, so I'm going to save my specials. Let's go and do the saber throw, since I really need this guy to get out of stealth. There we go. Now we can kill him off. And we'll shake hands. Now we still have her AE, which should be decent damage. Just going to do a basic over here because I don't want to target the guys. Let's see. I'm going to do her third ability, which should dispel. Don't know why it didn't dispel. But he came out of stealth, so we can... Counterattack was enough. I'm just going to stealth her simply because I know we've got this in hand and I don't want anything fluky happening. She's got the damage and he doesn't, so it wasn't the ideal way to finish up the 3.6 million run, but still 3.6 million points. Alright, so now we'll drop down a level. And this is the run that is changing on this particular outing, because normally my KBeq team I run as a trio with Jocasta and Aayla, and this time I'm adding in Shaak. A friend of mine shared a strat he's been using, so I worked up some mods based on his runs. Let's see. 466 KBeq. On this particular way of running it, you get your KBeq really, really high protection. And then your Jocasta new. I need the new Jocasta new setup, which makes her pretty fast, but really, really high offense. And then Aayla Secura, she also gets a new setup. Makes her very fast. It's really her defining thing. And then if you thought that was fast, the new Shaak, her mod setup is smoking fast. Oh, darn. Alright, hopefully I can lace those together. Accidental stopping of the video. I was not sure if I was going to have enough room. Need to move those recording controls somewhere else. They are too close to that. But let's see. Look at the Order 66 tunes and see who I can put mods back. Put Grand Moff Tarkin. And we'll put some Disguised Clone Trooper mods back. Just need to free up a few more spots so that I've got Jedi Master Mace. We're done with him. And we can go ahead and do CX-2 as well. That'll give us at least one more spot. Let's see, how many spots do we have free now? 12, so that should be more than enough. All right, so we will go back and queue that team up again. Doing difficulty 6. So it's KBeq, Jocasta, Aayla, and Shaak T, and I need to put Shaak T's mods on still. And this gets her all the way up to 368, blazing fast. I'm just going to double check that I didn't pull anyone else's mods off when I was doing those reassignments. Nope, everyone is still good. So, this is only my second time using this run. I did it on my alt account, and I can tell you it worked much better than the ways I've done it in the past, so I'm hoping we get the same experience here. Okay, we target Appo and do the middle ability. And then KBeq goes, and again we do the middle ability. And then it's Shaak T's turn. And she does her third ability and calls Jocasta in to kill off Appo. And we're going to target Fox. You do a special if you had it, but they had him ability blocked, so we didn't get the special off. But from here, you're just trying to kill off Fox before they get a chance to kill off the Jedi. And do the big hit here. Okay. And so now that he's dead, now you can do the flag. And from here, you're concentrating on trying to kill off the disguised clone troopers, which this just falls into a standard run after this. Jocasta definitely wants to do the granny get your gun move as soon as she has the ability to. I'm going to do subdued here because I don't want to target anyone and have them counterattack. We'll take away the stealth, do a basic there to kill off one of those guys. We'll see if we can stun the other one. We did. That's always great. Since they are stunned, they can't assist, so they can't go into invisibility. We'll go ahead and heal up Jocasta. You know what? I'm going to wait until next turn. I want to have the ability to call the assist. Okay, I'm going to shake hands. All right, so this trooper is about to take a turn, so we're going to call Jocasta in to kill him. That heals us both. Go ahead, and this guy's about to take a turn. We'll try and do a big hit and stun them. We did, so they didn't actually get to take their turn. I call the mass assist on him to make sure we kill him. They're out of stealth, so they become our priority target. And I think I'm just going to target Lord Vader and do a basic. I don't want to eat those counterattacks, and I don't want to use his special. She can use her... Oh, she can use her basic to dispel, but it doesn't matter. Jocasta can just kill him outright, so... So this way we can go into wave 3 with as many abilities off cooldown as possible. So we're going to target this guy, and I don't think that dispels buffs. No, it just calls them to assist. I think we're going to do the middle ability. Oh, that Nightfall is going to go first? Okay. I'm going to call KBeq. Let's see how much damage we can get on this guy. Not enough to kill him. Darn. Alright, well that didn't work the way I wanted to, but we can still go after him because he came back out of stealth. So, he's about to take a turn. We're going to do a mass assist on him. Let's go ahead and base it to kill off that disguised clone trooper. Let's do the big hit there. That'll kill him. And we'll just do some basics until now she can pull him out of invis, and we can call Jocasta to assist, and that'll end the run for 2.7 million. Much easier than the way I was doing it before. Thank you, Lucky, for turning me on to that. Alright, and so we will finish up our run. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to have to go back and do a little bit more mod maintenance. Basically, anyone who's got multiple mods out, I need to put theirs back so that there's room for my Bad Batch team. I'm going to need at least 24 spots. And this might be enough. I'll see where I'm sitting right now. Gotta go and actually put the mods back on the normal guys now. So we've got a Temple Guard and yeah, we'll do Appo real quick. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to need at least 24 spots open. And I got 23, so we'll do a couple more. Darth Revan. I like to have a little bit of leeway just to make it easier when you're moving your mods back. Alright, so then we can put our mods back on who we freed up. Depa and Jocasta. So we'll do those two, and that should give us plenty to finish up our last run. All right, so now what do we have free? Now we've got 33 spots free. Plenty. All right. So this is a level 5 run with my Bad Batch team. Oh, yeah, I need the raid mods. And Hunter doesn't need a remod for this one. At least my Hunter doesn't. Your mileage may vary depending on how yours is modded. All right, Batcher. And this run has roughly the same amount of variability in it as the Dark Side clone run. There's 2 points where Hunter or Batcher can assist, and at least on the very first one you want Hunter to assist. If Batcher assists, then you just start over. Ideally you want Hunter to assist on both of them, but if Batcher assists on the second one, I normally keep going anyways. So this is where it is. You do a basic, and we got Crosshair to assist, and that's what we wanted. We wanted Crosshair to assist when Hunter does his turn. Let's do a basic with Wrecker. Crosshair uses his special on himself. Omega does a basic. Batcher will do his third special for some decent damage. And they're always going to push your Wrecker into that captured mode. So the main thing is you just want them to spread this damage around so they don't push a second person into captive. And then this is where you'd like Hunter to assist. We didn't get it, but we still killed off their Fox, and that's what you want ultimately. So then target Appo and do the flag with Batcher. I always use Batcher to do the flag. And then we'll do a basic. Oof, yeah, we're going to be restarting. We've got 3 people in captive right now, and that is going to derail this run. Give it a shot, see if we can't get everyone to come out from captive, but we just aren't. We don't have enough people out, so we aren't getting enough stacks of target practice. Yeah. And it's not a bad thing that Wrecker died there. You're very often going to lose Wrecker, but we're going to lose those other 2 as well. And that's where the problem lies, is in losing. Yeah, we got to restart that. You really only want to have just the one person get that captive, just Wrecker. That was a little unlucky. I'd say at least half the time this is a one and done for me. So again, we get Crosshair to assist. Does a special on himself. Basic. Batcher does a big hit. And they all gang pile on your poor Wrecker. Hopefully they spread their damage out a little better. Alright, so we basic over here. And again, we got Batcher to assist. And actually, it's even a little worse because he didn't kill him this time. But so everyone's just going to do their things. Wrecker came out, but we lost Hunter to captive, so this still isn't a great run. Losing him's not a big deal, but we need to, before they start decimating us, we need to get the rest of our guys out of captive. And she's in captive now, which is really not ideal. Because we're almost where we were on the last one, where we only have 2 people who are active. And the problem is, even if we do get these guys out of... Yeah. Even if we do get them out of captive, they're going to be visible, which the... this is not going to work. But we'll take a look at it anyways, even though I know it's not going to work. Yeah, he's about to go, so we'll use the big hit. We'll use the big hit. It wasn't a very big hit, was it? Yeah, he's in captive. This is over. They're normally better at spreading the damage around in that first wave. Normally Wrecker's the only person who gets pushed into captive. So, do a basic here. Batcher assisted, so we just start over. Alright, so Crosshair assisted. Big hit special. Kill them off like they always do. Hopefully they spread that damage out a little better. Alright, we got Crosshair to assist. We do the flag over here. That brings Wrecker out. This is actually almost an ideal case, because if Wrecker comes out before Omega's turn, then Omega can actually do her 3rd special, which gives everyone a bunch of nice buffs. And she did go into captive, which isn't ideal, but it's also not a deal breaker. So long as Wrecker is up and he's healthy, we have all those extra buffs. You could make a case for going after this Nightfall Trooper who's about to take a turn, but I think it's more important to take out the Disguised Clone Trooper, because they can go into stealth. And then we are just going to target the... And we aren't going to change targets because he has the target practice buff. Now that we've killed him, now we will do our big hit. That should be enough to kill him. And then we can just do basics. And with any luck... it wasn't enough to save her. Oh well. Should still be okay without her. Having 3 people all in stealth. Okay, we will go after... Should be able to kill them. Ooh, this is tempting. I'm actually going to do the big hit over here. Yeah. Since they're stunned, they weren't going to be able to take a turn, and Batcher can finish them off, and then we can finish these guys off easily. Since we're in stealth, they can't counterattack, and that's their main strength, is the fact that they can counterattack on you. And just doing basics to try and get some cooldowns back. It'd be nice if we could get a big hit back on at least one of our heavy hitters there. All right, so he's got his big hit back. That's nice to see. And we will use the big hit right now to kill them off. And we're going to go ahead and target the one with less turn meter. And we've got more chances of killing him off before he can take a turn, which we just did. Alright, we were not able to kill him before he went back in stealth, but we should be able to, hopefully. Okay, we killed him. And now he's out of stealth. And we were able to kill him off before anything else bad could happen. So that's our max score run. And 16.2 million. Oh, 15.3 million. Okay, I thought I was moving up this time, but no, 15.3 million. That's what I've been getting. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in territory battles. Thank you for watching.